Welcome back, friends. Okay, so last we left off, we had activity on all fronts. We were incursioning into the Vampire Count's territories here with a stack. We have two Chaos stacks here, attacking our cores, or trying to get through our core. We have Chaos Warrior stacks over here in the north. We have some Chaos Warrior stacks also here in the west, fighting against Bretonia. So let's go through these different theaters one by one. So, in the Vampire Count's territory, we've taken Essen, and we're going to go ahead and try to hit them in Essen. Essen. Yeah, sounds about right. This army is going to keep pushing into the Castle Drakenhof. This is their capital. We take this, we significantly reduce their impact on our campaign. Now let's go to this sector. Karl Franz is ready to engage these two armies. Next turn, we'll see how this actually ends up playing out. This is a half stack, and it's also beaten up a little bit. This is a 3/4 stack. This 3/4 is quite full. We'll see how this goes. But Karl Franz is ready to start dealing with this. They might be able to get to that. They'll have a hard time doing anything, I think. And over here, we have an army that's shadowing two opposing Chaos armies, one by one. And finally, all the way down here, we had to actually retreat one of these fights because they would have done a 2-on-1 fight. And this army actually has significantly better units than we do. So we need to be quite careful here to decide when we actually choose to fight. So, let's do a rotation through all of our armies to make sure everything's done. Yep, he's done. All those guys are done. Let's do a rotation through our cities to see if there's anything anywhere where it's worth upgrading. We're not going to invest any money into Essen just yet. It's too early. This probably will get lost again. So we're not going to spend any money there. I don't think we can do anything. I don't want to really spend anything here either. Let's we're making 4G. Let's double check these, see if there's anyone we can trade up with that likes us. There's no one. This one's improving. These guys don't like us. Templehof don't like us very much. We need to be careful of when Templehof comes back into the war against us, right? We need to maximize this peacetime to break the back of the Vampire Counts. So let's do this end turn and see what actually happens in the Wild Empire. Some ghosts are flying around, all kinds of things are rolling around here. Chaos stacks are going that way, interesting. Okay. Oh, they're coming from Bretonia. Assaulted units and it was successful.
I am ready. Are you? It is time.
Alright.
Do not waste my potential.
I think we should take Essen and burn parts of it to the ground, because I don't feel I'll be able to control this territory for very long with only one stack, and this stack is also suffering a significant amount of attrition. So we need to get into a city and start healing up.
Ulrich's will.
Right. This is really a non-fight. We're just gonna... Do I want to test any mechanics out in this fight? No, not really. Let's just auto our way through this. Alright, great. And we will... not sack, because I want to sit inside it to regenerate men, so we'll loot and occupy it.
As you say, sir.
So now we're going to regenerate for a turn or two.
Who calls?
Who calls? This guy, this guy? Uh-huh. Pick up evasion. Well, we pick up evasion because we want to be able to get to here. Right?
Ready.
So he's done for now. he will sit here and regenerate for a bit while destabilizing this whole region. Corruption minus 30, minus 19, minus 10. Interesting. Okay.
What? Let us begin.
Now, let us. Army's running away.
Cleanse the Empire.
Summon the Elector Counts. No. What?
Cannot reach him. I want this city to actually fall because I want to take it back off the Chaos guys. The problem is that he will evade
Sheesh.
my army for a while and I don't want to chase him too hard. How are we going to solve this problem?
It is time.
Bring me to my men.
Ready.
This wizard...
What do you require?
I am Prince and Emperor. What?
This wizard
I serve no
was headed
master.
there.
This will help.
Now, Karl Franz...
Never. I command here. All right.
I think this will actually trigger a fight. Yes, it will.
Attack.
Because this bar wasn't red. There it is. We will actually fight this battle ourselves. Because I think the risk of autoing this, considering the units that they have, will be pretty bad for us. So we're going to use Karl Franz, we're going to land on that leader and nail him to the ground. We also, I was thinking about maybe choosing some, not choosing, but making maybe some cost economic armies in terms of having generals with a lot of relatively cheap to upkeep units, but with a lot of stacks, right? So we can roll them around and position them in places where we think the enemy could attack, but we would expect them not to be able to break against many other stacks too easily, but to at very least hold their own. For instance, like an army of spears, or not even these spears, the unshielded spears, supported by a light dose of artillery, right? Just so we could also just park that army on top of a castle and allow it to slowly but surely siege it down without actually having to fight the siege. That's one idea. We'll experiment with that idea when we get out of this as well. We will. What is the difference between these guys? These do 29. When did they get a bonus to missile damage? I assume it's because they're leveled up, right?
Crossbows ready, General.
I think so, yeah. These guys do 29, 29, 30, 31.
And gunners.
15 armor piercing, 3 basic. And these boys do 16 basic for armor piercing. This, like that. Halberdiers. Halberdiers are actually quite nice. We've not really, I think this Learnthrough as well, friends, we've not really utilized the unit pool of the Empire to its most effect, right? Like you've noticed that we didn't really have a lot of cavalry for the first, I want to say 80 turns of the game. And I think that was pretty bad. That was a pretty big mistake on my part not to have so much cavalry, because it would have allowed us to roll over far more weaker armies. And the other thing I really want to do is I want to see if it's possible to have a full cav army so that it can be very fast to go from A to B, right? Because in the previous Total War games, if you had an army comprised of only cavalry units, that army would get significant movement bonuses on the campaign map. So we'll experiment with that idea also. But let's look at our halberdiers. Halberdiers are armor piercing, so they do primarily armor piercing damage. They're anti-large, so that they get a bonus to large opponents, an extra 17. And they have a charge defense against large foes. So that means if they're charged while they're stationary and they get charged by a large foe, such as a guy on a horse or a monstrous unit, then they will negate that opponent's charging bonus, which for some units is significant. For instance, Karl Franz has a significant charging bonus. In fact, he has significant everything. Karl Franz is a beast. And we're going to put this beast on top of the enemy. Now, where were we? Right, let's turn that menu off. Let's do crossbow here. Crossbow here. And rifle somewhere. The rifle unit is the odd one out, I think, in this army, because rifles, because they don't have parabolic firing lines, have to have clean lines to targets, while crossbowmen are very good at being a supportive projectile unit, right? Because they can shoot over quite easily because of parabolic lines. So at least so far that's been my experience, right? Let's do him. Let's do him here. Let's begin this deployment. Yeah, let's just do this. Karl Franz, fly forward and see where those bad guys are. Also notice that this army doesn't have artillery, which is quite odd considering we like artillery so much. Might further invest into it later. So, Karl Franz, what is in terms of this deployment? Oh, let's deploy like this, like so, like so. Huh? What did that just do? Rechargeability, armor piercing damage, okay. I feel that I should fly Karl Franz over and land them on top of someone. Like, this leader. No, you know what? Let's do this the proper way. Select all this, and walk over to them. Karl Franz will just move and distract the enemy, hopefully pull some cannon shots, and proceed to dodge them mid-air. Oh, here we go, purple cannon. Is that a homing cannonball shot? That is a homing shot. Those cannons definitely turn. So these guys have very limited projectiles, and they have no flying units. That means that Karl Franz can choose when he engages. And he will choose when he engages. We'll just scream over there. Right. And then Karl Franz is going to go in, because he's bored. Press all of the buttons. Great. And everything else but Karl Franz needs to run. They need to run because they don't want to be made look bad because the leader is soloing opposing armies. We're going to pop that as well. For Heldenhammer. Right, let's hold it there. Select our lines, tell them to stop. Right, like so.
Ready to smite.
I'll put him back here. This and this to the... Nope, this and this to there, thank you. This and this to there. This to there. To there. You and you. To there. This to there. There we go. Karl Franz, why have you not killed their leader yet?
For the Emperor! Let us chant battle him by Ulrich's wrath!
Well, like so. Is that a rifle regiment? Oi oi oi. Can we dodge this bullet? Pfft, we don't even have to. It just didn't land anywhere near us.
We are Sigmar's heirs!
So deselect him and them and shift this forward a wee bit more, like so.
Reichsguard Knights! Karl Franz, away!
And there go the bullets. What are these guys' armor values actually? Let's check this so we can mental note this. 15. So they're all very low armor values. Okay.
Yes, General. For Otho.
I do look very much forward to playing a vampire army and having ridiculous heroes. Absolute monsters of vampires on dragon or like on dead horses and dragons and things. It'll be super cool to play.
For the Emperor.
We need to embrace this Warhammer Total War playstyle of heavy character use. Embrace it and love it. And run over those bad guys. This guy really can get involved. He's on a horse.
Ready for war. This is my command.
Yeah, like so.
Spearman.
Like so. What are these guys doing? They're just chasing fleeing enemies. Reichsguard are quite strong. A bit slow though. They have nice stats, not the best charge bonus. Armored shielded anti-infantry. Against targets smaller than the horse, yes, okay.
My subjects call. Ready.
Are we done with this fight yet?
We are
How are you still fighting the fucking cannon? Come on. Stop embarrassing yourself, Carl Franz.
now. Call France. For Heldenhammer.
Really, Carl Franz.
Men. Light wizard. For Otho.
We're gonna try to chase anything down? Nope, can't be fucked. Next! Right. So that's, see, we can see the power of we can see the value of flying units mobility, right? Especially against very certain army types. Let's take them more money. Right? Right.
Is it time?
Can't chase further, but if we do this... I want to head back because I want to make sure that if they hit this, I'll be in range to counterattack. So then we will take... what are we going to take? We don't actually have any of these, do we? We don't have that, that, or that. What is this? Melee public order, post-battle, runefang. This is melee public order. So it's 2 public orders, 2 post-battle loot mounts, and then 2 attack abilities. This is defensive. Yeah, okay. We maxed that out, we maxed that out. We don't really need charge bonus, right? Let's max armor out. We'll go back to that one. Okay, let's do this.
The Empire.
He also leveled up. Yes, bit of Bastion of Faith. Yes. Yes,
Ready.
this boy. Right, so let's see what our guys are going to do here. Now,
There is power.
it's a warrior priest. If we deploy the priest, he can increase the growth.
Sir.
If we take this guy, we can assault some units
Yes, General.
to try to make this fight easier for us a little bit later. Both of them failed. How impressive.
Now.
Absolutely impressive.
Yes, my lord.
That will incur my
Tools of judgment
So,
ready.
now the question is, do we use the Witch Hunter, Griswold the Mighty, to disable this army's movement,
They will be
or move him
judged.
in a direction that will be next most useful? How big is this stack? It's a small stack. I think let's do, Griswold, let's do your thing, bro. Block the
will
army.
stop them.
Good guy. Reduces their movement to nothing.
I will
Then we'll
not
take our army and we go ahead and engage.
into battle.
We'll do this ourselves. Let's do this, friends. So let's see how a four cannon stack actually works. It's maybe not the best terrain for 4 cannon. It really isn't the best terrain for 4 cannon. For four cannons, we need to put them elevated and overwatching position, such as I feel here. Maybe here even. Between these trees, like, so they can shoot all the way in. Like so.
Great cannon! The Empire endures!
Like so.
Great cannon! Yes, General!
Like so. Then you should shoot forward and over. This one can shoot forward. This one can also shoot forward. I think that's a pretty acceptable deployment for them. We'll take our front general, then we'll take our halberdiers. Now what we're going to do is we're going to front line the crappy spearmen and we're going to wing line those boys. Right. Our rifles here. Thing is that rifles will actually be quite good, quite well suited to be on the hillside and shooting downwards. So I want to put this cannon here maybe. So, in this position I can nail them down. In this position, I can also nail them. Bang bang, bang bang. And this one we can put far more elevated, and this one we can also black powder blast, and this one we can also elevate the crap out of. Or maybe we want to do this. Actually no, we do want to do this like so. Yeah. And this one, does this make sense from this position? Yeah, it does, sort of. This guy's like this. Halberdiers to there, and halberdiers to there. Then we'll take this guy to there, and then we'll begin the battle. Let's see what happens. We're gonna do like so.
Yes, sir. Quickly.
This and this to there. This and this to there. This and this to there. This and this. Pause this for a second while we think. No, this and this stack to there, this and this stack to there. Cannons nailed someone. Oh, the cannons nailed someone. Amazing. Okay. So it would be very nice if we can prevent those hounds from hitting our lines. Let's take our cannons and tell all of the cannons to nail that stack of hounds. While at the same time we'll tell our cav to try to hold them. Let's go. Oi, oi, they have some artillery cannon thing also. Interesting. Ooh. How does that do so much fucking damage? What the hell? Why do my cannons not do that? Where is that gun? 500 damage. Doomfire. Right. Right. This is a stupendous amount of damage. Wow. That was ridiculous. That was so impressive. I want their cannons. I don't very much like our cannons, eh? Let's focus on them now. They will flank. That's fine. This will rotate. That's fine. So move. Go.
Formation march.
Like so.
Taking position.
Yeah, like so.
No lingering. Moving now.
Ah, we have to deal with this cannon of ridiculousness. Because I think the next bolt we will not be able to survive.
Yes, General.
Nail them once. Let's nail this stuff in the middle here.
The ground quakes. That's me.
We're gonna go grab that cannon, by the way, now.
Spearmen.
The spearmen are just gonna casually hold the line.
Show us the foe.
They can engage in. These guys can do that. These guys can shoot them. Yes, yes, cavalry, you can go to there. Stop doing that. Go to there. Thank you.
We are Sigmar's heirs. General. Sigmar calls. Formation.
So, get back in line. These cannonballs are ridiculous.
For the Emperor. At battle. Sir. Ready.
Hopefully this ball doesn't hit.
We are Sigmar.
Don't! No! No! Oh!
For war.
Really? What level of unfair is that?
By Ulrich's wrath.
Right, like so, like so. I completely forgot about our abilities. So we don't need the leadership. We'll pop charge resistance when they hit our lines. Like so.
Will be done.
Like so.
Yes, General.
Yeah, this is what happened.
Ready. Yes, my lord. Ranging target.
Be hit nice if the cannons hit that. Nope, they failed. Cannons can stop attacking now. And just wait for a reload. Can I snipe maybe inside there?
The Emperor.
Let's watch what the cannons do.
Slay them. Standing by. Ready for war.
Are they even trying to shoot? Or they're just dicking around? They're all just dicking around. What are these cannons doing? Like, really? Look at this AI. Fucking great.
Great cannon.
These guys can come back. We need to come back and fight him.
Sigmar call.
Cannons, would you please like to shoot something? Like anything would be amazing. We might no longer deploy them in these 3 stacks because when we deploy them like that, one next to each other and one behind, they seem to move very, very erratically and turn very awkwardly. So we might end up just setting them up in straight lines. That fight is done. That's okay. Let's get out of this one. Cannons did some work actually, you know. Cannons did some work. Who else did work? Spearman just held the line, that's fine. That's what they're meant to do. Rifleman did some work also. Rifleman actually also did work. That was a nice deployment with Rifleman, but I wonder then, considering how we use them, maybe we should consider using some crossbowmen in our stacks also. I don't know, I want full regeneration. Execute the
Let
captives.
us move. Praise Sigma.
Now,
That will incur my
to finish that army off, or
It is
not.
time. For Helden Hammer.
Yeah, done. This button. Right,
Yes,
great.
my lord.
The army's suffering attrition. Can I get out of there?
This will bolster the nation.
Can. It'll just run out and relax.
I will marshal
Yes.
the men. The
Now,
nation calls.
now, this way. This is Great Swords, Knight, and Reichsguard. These are very offensive units, right? Because Great Swords are quite interesting. Great Swords, well actually let's have a look at them. Great Swords, Empire Knights, and Reichsguard. Where's this Great Sword unit? Great Swords. Armored, piercing, anti-infantry. They don't have the best offensive, defensive stats in the world. But for their price, I think I would have to... no, it's hard to say. It's too hard to compare them against other units just by their lonesome. We would have to compare them against something. So, but for that trait, we can get these guys. We get bonuses to these guys, to Reichsguard, wherever Reichsguard are, and to Empire Knights. One of the things we do not really have a lot of is we don't really have a lot of cavalry in our armies, and we need to try to fix that some. We need to try to fix that some. Reichsmarschall, experienced Reichsguard, yeah. So if we have someone that's a rank 10 Reichsmarschall, would be pretty amazing. Would be pretty amazing, yo.
What does the Emperor bid?
Oh, we got. Oh, no, did we? No, we didn't actually spend a point. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do here. We have Pistolet Corps. I'm actually wondering if instead we should have focused on like on the, for instance, let's imagine we're going to do like a cheap army, right? We're going to do a cost-effective army. It would have spearmen and swordsmen to hold the line with. So this would be something that we want to pick up. This would be something we want to pick up, and this just synergizes so well with this also. In fact, I wonder if this is how many of the factions actually have this one-pointer ability, right? Then as this, for this 4, steam tank, charge bonus, giving the steam tank a charge bonus, okay, but this is for Demigriffin Knights. And Demigriffin Ward save. So this is basically Knights, Reichsguard or Great Swords. Knights, Reichsguard or Great Swords, increasing their power. So this is increasing power of cavalry and great swords, increasing power of artillery, and tank and demigriffins. We've not really looked at the demigriffin knights actually. Let's have a quick gander. Where are these at? They're shock cavalry. They're a small number. They are shock cavalry. 350 for 18. We can have an armored, piercing, anti-large with great weapons or halberds. That's a significant number. And this is also a significant speed. 80, what's the speed of this? 60. Right. The speed of this cavalry, this is melee shock cavalry, and this cavalry is crazy fast. 80 speed is pretty special. It's as fast as our outriders. We have good stats. Check this. Hide in forest causes fear. Anti-infantry. Armor piercing. We basically need to get something, an experiment. This cav, 26, 26, 44, 36. And spearmen. Spearmen are 24, 32. Interesting. Shielded spearmen are here. Right, so what I was actually thinking, considering of doing, is grabbing some unshielded spearmen and using them for a very, very cheap militia-esque army to move around and control provinces with. Okay. Okay, so we'll see what we do with those Demogriffin Knights. But
Yes.
in the meantime, let us... Yeah. The problem is this guy cannot be our Reichsmarshal because, well, he could be, but he really shouldn't be because we took this. What we should have done is maybe taken this. For the Reichsmarshal, the optimal would be like speed a horse and hold the line, and then the Emperor's finest, right? Right, exactly. Now that'll make the Reichsmarshal a beast. For this point, we'll take this, so we can move fast. This is super cool. Yeah, let's not worry about the rest of that. Let's try to get more gameplay done. This guy is gonna go and join. So where did that stack go? So this stack went there. These Bretonnians, they have 2 spellcasters, 2 Pegasus Knights, mounted yeomans. Okay, they have. This is a heavy cav. It's a very heavy cav.
The Empire.
I'm gonna take him, put him inside there. Yes, because he wants to assist.
Yes, my lord.
We've actually not really looked at this guy, at this guy's progression. So, okay, standard. The bottom, the strategic options are going to be that of any wizard of the Empire. What does this do? Map wipe, kindle flame, passive. Enemies, map wide. 12% flame weakness. So they take 12% more damage maybe from fire attacks. Yeah, that'll make some sense. So we'll do that. We'll take this army. No, this army will stand still because I don't know where this is going to go. Grisel, one more turn before Grisel can self-defend. But this army might have to move to deal with the Grisel. Bretonia is just going to have... We should help Bretonia, right? We really should. But the problem is this is here. So we'll take this army. I will start marching it towards the south. This army will snipe this. This army will deal with that. Like so. No, but we won't move. No, it's too dangerous to move. Because if they turn around and engage on us, we will be at a disadvantage. So we'll just do a normal move. Like so. Next stack. He's done his thing. Done. Karl Franz is done. This guy... Where were we sending this wizard? Not the wizard, the warrior priest.
Bring me to my men.
Where were we sending him? And all of our warrior priests are combat focused, right? Of course, yes.
Yes. So.
You can move over to there. And
Time for prayer. Is it time?
next we'll do this. Right, so that's done. Let's buy some stuff. So we're finally going to go ahead and pick up our... We're going to pick up the chapter house. Because the chapter house will allow us to have some scary cavalry. Very soon. Like so. So that's this stack done. Then, in Middenheim, we really need to push more cav. What we could do in the meantime, are we going to need this for anything? Yes, we will. So we need to have armory to get this, so we have to buy an armory as well. Let's go ahead and do that. Like this. We will get this, and we'll get that. It'll be amazing. That's done for building on there. Let's check out Altdorf. Altdorf is very much being finished. No. Let's upgrade that. No, we don't really need to do that right now. Bristol is doing its thing. This one is doing its thing. This can give us more money. Like so. Okay. And that's an end turn.
I will hear your petition, but make no promises to act on it.
They want to peace out, don't they? Uh-huh. We're not having any of that, friends. No piecing out of this one. Some agents running around. Where's that going? Oh, good. They fought and defeated them. Okay, so they're falling back. They're falling back. They blocked an army. Which army was that? That was Karl Franz that just got blocked. Obtain the following resource: iron. Successful. Okay, deploy 1 hero provinces. Okay. More chaos stacks have spawned. Great. Great, great, great.
That will incur my wrath. I command here.
We need to get to there.
Onwards.
Like so. And relax. Then.
There is power within prayer.
Too low. Ah, it's an acceptable one. I don't know if that's actually worth the effort though.
So? The small folk need me.
Now.
He needs to come back and deal with all of these agents over here. Pronto. That's happening, that's happening.
Do you know who I am?
This is going somewhere. Men-at-Arms, Pole Arms. I think Britannia is going to be the next army that releases a playable DLC. I'm pretty sure it will be.
I will marshal the men.
So,
Champion of the
they fought and defeated the Chaos stacks.
Who called?
Then this stack can head back. Where can this go? Near Grisel.
Sigma.
This stack,
What?
if we sprint... No, we can't make it there.
To the provinces. Onwards.
We'll just head to Grisel. This one... Well, let's do this again. So this army's... He is happily regenerating.
Not getting there. What?
The question is, for how long do we need to be here?
I am ready. Are you?
What kind of defenses? So these guys have got some real defenses on them. So what we should do is we should regenerate some men, then go and initiate the siege on this to lock that castle down. We don't actually want to fight this because this is a lot of junk. There's a lot of junk in their trunk. And we don't have the most OP army to deal with that. So we'll regenerate for 1 or 2 more turns with here, then siege that.
I am the supreme patriot. Strike.
Let's assault some units. Good.
Your demise is certain.
What?
This one can assault some of their units.
Preemptive strike.
Unfortunate, but okay.
Yes.
Let's level these boys up. To there. He's now a drill master. Congratulations. You. He's also a drill master. Congratulations. Which reminds me, let's check to see if we can get some not retarded heroes to recruit. We're maxed out. No, we're not maxed. No, we are maxed out on wizards. Let's have an honourable, right? This is only leadership thing, but let's have him.
The Empire.
And he will make his happy way to there. Then, let's select our army stacks. Stack is regenerating. S is gonna revolt, fine. We want to burn down Drakenhof Castle. And we really want to start on this shitstorm over here. We basically need to take Moot, and then take this trade, then this territory. And eventually take the territory of these guys. I think actually this army might start making its way to help with that plan. Especially if he will deal with this.
It is time. Praise Sigma. Ready. Now? No. By the comet.
But we also want to take these territories, right? These are right now emptied.
What does the Emperor think?
There's a lot of work that needs to be done. I feel the need for another army, yo. I do feel the need for another army. Very much do.
Yes.
Let's check. That might be an interesting one. If we take that for him, then I wonder if that's the correct approach to do. Let us begin another front. Let us begin on this front. But this will be our cheap army, right? Which is why aura size is interesting for him. Like this. Then we I really want to try out these tanks. But then how is this a cheap army, right? You ask? Ty, you're completely lying to us. You're not making a cheap army, you just want to fucking try some cool shit out. I do. But I also want a cheap army. I want to try... We've not really seen how 4 Hellstorms work, right? We saw it once. I think we can do... Now the question is, do we go Spearman or Shielded Spearman? If we jump between the stats... I think we should still go for the Shielded Spearman. Now, what would this army look like? It would look something... I want to try this tank out. And I want to try these out. If we do...
As you say, sir.
6 of them, so that's the front line holding. Let's do 4 Spearmen for now. We'll do it like this. We have some money in the bank.
To the provinces.
Lord of Botonia.
Now.
We march.
Yes, we march like so. So. Yep. I'm gonna bank that 2k and wait for the foot to come in. We're gonna take a break here, my friends, and I'll catch you all in the next video.